The Ash, Lachie and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Wednesday, this is the podcast.
Nice work.
Yeah.
Never heard that before.
Rolling off what's going live here.
This is the podcast. Okay, that means we've got to talk.
Yep.
Important part of it. Today on the show, you'll be hearing some good stuff. I will say that. Some very good stuff.
Either of you ever had a fake tan?
Yeah.
A lot?
I've had quite a bit.
That was very confident
Oh,
yeses.
I actually haven't had a fake tan, but I know
What
Lachie
would
has.
you say yes for? Oh, you said you were
Yeah,
answering.
You've
well,
never
it
had
was-
one?
Yeah, right.
No,
I used to have
don't think so.
regularly.
Okay.
I look way better with them.
Like in a spray booth? Like someone spraying?
I've had a booth. I've had a woman spraying me. Yeah, I've had both.
I've had
Okay.
a woman spraying me.
Yeah,
Plenty
that's
of times
different.
I've had
That's
that.
different.
No, you told me yesterday you never had.
Oh, yeah, I did too. Well,
Literally.
verbally
remember that
sprayed.
conversation we had,
I
Kendall,
do.
on the way to
I
the
was
toilet?
asking questions, so I didn't have to Google things, and I thought you two were the appropriate human
How weird that
Googles.
came up in the
By the way,
podcast.
did you ever find an answer to that question?
Well, I
that you
chose not
posed?
to Google
I'm going to
it.
Google
I
it.
told
now.
you the answer.
Oh. Yeah, was that what it was, though?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How
Well-
would we know?
Well, I know because I've heard people say it.
Okay. I just didn't want my algorithm to start looking like Lutzie's.
Yeah.
Too late for that.
No,
Anyway,
yes.
that's happened.
It's too late for that.
Our
Just by
phones-
proxy.
Our
just
phones
because your phones are
synced.
so
The two
close, you'll
peas-
start
the two
picking up
peas in
some
a
filth
pod, you and me.
on your algorithm this week.
So I did a fake tan last night because I'm in gala prep,
Oh,
which, you know,
Where'd you do it?
well, my whole body.
Just look at your
I
legs.
do have my pins out today. I don't think I went hard enough on the tan, though.
hang on. Did you
I
put
do
the...
it at home.
You do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've, that's honestly is. No, it's not. I've got it down to a fine art.
Just look at your hands.
They're fine.
Yeah, they are
But
fine.
literally, my 5-year-old, no, Mum, don't fake tan. And I was
What
like,
you got
what's
against your
the
fake tanning?
problem? I decided to do it while they were still awake, which is stupid because you can't get wet. We've come back to getting wet and getting sprayed.
What? You can't get wet.
You can't,
Yeah, what do you
I
mean?
can't go wash the dishes because it's on my hands.
Oh, okay.
And
But how
most-
do you put it on? Do you spray it
You
on?
got like a little mitt, so it's a pump bottle, a
yeah.
foam, and then
Yeah.
I'm just applying it, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
But do you apply it just by spraying it on?
no, you
it's on
you
a
pump
mitt.
the foam onto the mitt, and then I rub that
Oh,
a soft
yeah.
mitt.
onto,
Okay.
and it's a 2-person job. Every time there's like, Tim, I'm ready,
Does he
and
have
he
to
has
help
to
you
come
out?
do my back.
Ah,
I
that'd be
can't
one of
reach
the
back there.
enjoyable
Oh,
things.
it's
Yes.
oh yeah, it's great.
Does
Does he try into areas he's not supposed to do? Go, Timothy, this is a different thing we're doing here.
Yeah, no.
You know, so to slide down on your butt
Well,
and
that's
stuff.
Well, last night I did it when the kids were awake, so that was.
Does he
Yeah.
does he match the colours all right? Like between the
he's
front of your
pretty
shot
good.
or the back? Like you don't ever do
No.
the side profile
And I'm
and
like,
he's
oh my god,
full tanned you? Yeah.
No, it's pretty good. I've got my colour match right.
Because can I say something about that? About and I'm not going to name any names, but I know people who obviously do their own self tanning, fake tanning, and if it's not done right, it doesn't look.
No, it can
can
look
get-
ridiculous.
It can look ridiculous.
Knees,
it really can.
knees, elbows,
Yes.
Hands.
knuckles,
Yes.
hands.
I know a lot of people who look ridiculous 90% of the time with theirs, and I'm
Yes.
like,
What are you
why don't
doing?
you see what I see?
Exactly.
But no, I've really got my colour match
And I can't
right,
wait for
and
that. Just sorry to butt in for a second.
No, I'm
but
loving
if
it.
there's vision of this about me talking about other people's appearances,
Zoom in now, Nick.
your nose. It's kind of like
here's what people need to consider when they
evenly-
go out in public.
your blotches are evenly positioned. I will say
It
that.
is pretty impressive. It's like
It's going to get
perfect-
worse. Like it's going to be out of control tomorrow.
It's not gonna get any
perfect
worse than that.
Dalmatian.
No, Lachie goes, it's not going to get any worse
It
than
can
that.
get
mate.
worse.
Are you saying this is rock bottom?
Well, I don't know. Once they're
Well, there's massive brown blotches.
If they
Where
start
else
to-
can it go?
weep,
Yeah, if it starts weeping, you're in
Oh,
trouble.
maybe we'll be in trouble.
Yeah, weeping is the only progression that
Oh,
could
yeah.
possibly happen with you at this point.
We'll stand by. Yeah, no, I'm
I
sorry. I
wanted
interrupted.
to know why Olive hated my
Susie
fake
does.
tans.
You guys vomiting as I'm telling a story.
Isn't that noticeable? Isn't that noticeable?
Oh, that would be disgusting.
If it starts weeping, I'm not
Sorry.
coming in. I
Actually,
won't, out of
you hear one
respect.
pop on it.
Oh,
I go. Oh, the one on the left just went.
It's just spraying us.
or a bit dribbles down here and it comes through
Yeah,
here.
and
And
you
you're,
deal
just,
with
you're just about to watch it go into my mouth. Ah!
Oh, sorry if you're trying to eat while listening to this.
Oh, Foul. That is foul.
Let's be the last one standing in this room, having to explain why everyone's not here. And Ashley, well,
Oh my god! But yeah, fake tear. Well, I don't think you put. You didn't put enough on.
I don't think you put enough on.
well,
Hang on.
I didn't even notice
So
on
do
your
you think
legs.
hang on, let me take my jacket off. I mean, really, I'm wearing a ball gown, so no one's. Oh no, my dress does have a big split.
When's the ball
It's
gown?
not- you're
I
right.
didn't
It's
know
not.
you even put it on. I'm not even kidding. You look exactly the same as yesterday.
Oh, no. Well, that's not good.
Can you
I've got
reapply?
time, guys. I
You
could
can
do a double.
reapply,
is it
reapply.
tonight?
But so if no, it's tomorrow night.
Okay.
But so if I turn up tomorrow looking like an Oompa Loompa, who do I blame?
We won't say anything.
What about the
'Cause
people
we'll
at the
know
gala?
you'll blame us.
We do not attack people's public or facial
Physical
Yeah.
appearance.
Yeah, unless
Okay.
they're male.
Yeah,
We'll only.
agree.
If they're male,
Yeah.
It's a
you're
good policy.
gone.
Yeah. but-
Okay, so I need to double down.
Well, if you're looking for a tan, you haven't got one. Are you wearing are
Wow.
you wearing a short skirt?
It's got a giant split up the side.
Well, at the moment, your legs aren't tan.
Okay.
I can
What
say
about
that 'cause
my-
I'm as white. Look,
What a-
they're no
yeah.
different than my
hang on,
legs.
go and do a side by side.
I'm
Let's
the
just
whitest
stand
man
next.
in the world, and they're not much different. Look,
Oh no, they look very tan compared to Lachie.
yeah,
They do.
bloody anything that's tan next to me.
Yeah.
But that's what you usually
Okay.
are like.
No, but
Well, yeah,
you
but
know
it's
what-
been winter.
I don't think you look pale. I think no, but I would
No.
never have guessed that you've got a
Yeah,
fake
okay.
tan.
That's
So
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
that's a
Alright.
good thing because you
Well-
don't want to
Yeah, but she
overstep the
wants
mark.
one.
I do
You
want to
take
be.
it right to the edge without it looking like you've got a fake tan.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's my case.
Well,
My name's
yeah.
Ash Badnam. I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
You look
I
exactly,
think
you look
I'm,
exactly the
I'm
same. So you're wasting
thinking,
your time, is what I'm
I'm
saying.
thinking I'll just double down a little bit.
I double
I've
down.
never done that before. I've never applied fake tan over a fake tan. But
your
I think
legs
we're
are
within the.
wider than top half.
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
We're within the window of it being okay. I
okay,
reckon.
because I guess I asked a stupid question before when I go, is it tonight? And you're
Tomorrow
like, no, it's
night.
tomorrow night. Because
So typically 48 hours pre-event is the
Right.
golden time to get golden.
Question: is that why you're wearing more casual attire today?
Today?
Yeah, which
No,
I
I
like,
just-
by the way.
I've got my little Adidas shorts on.
Yeah.
No, I think yesterday I had
Feeling more
meetings
comfortable?
and Monday was my birthday. I didn't
yes,
want to look
okay.
gross on my birthday, and yesterday I had a really big day. And today I just thought I'd dress like a school kid. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I've got high socks on and sneakers.
Yeah, it's casual. It's like
You're like, she's fit right into the team.
it's PE day at school. You
Yeah,
can do
it is.
whatever you
It's
want.
sport
yeah.
day.
Yeah, it's sports day.
Or at college.
was Wednesday the day that they for
This is at university. Let's just say that. PE day at university. The schoolgirl thing made it weird.
For you, quite obviously. Everyone else moved on. He was stuck. He was stuck out, and he
It's
wasn't. letting
PE day at university.
it. Yes, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm just, yeah, no.
The Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill podcast. Nova. Hey, Josephina.
Oh my
Smell
god.
every fart.
Give me fright.
I guess everything's got to be tried for the first time at some stage.
Brisbane's Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill.
I call it as I see it, mate.
6:03, Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill.
Morning.
Andrew, good morning. Good morning.
How's your nose going?
Oh, look at it today.
It has scabbed over, hasn't it?
Yeah, but that's a good thing, they reckon.
Yeah. Healing.
Yeah,
get rid of it.
They hit the healing part started. Yeah, but it'll get funkier, I reckon, the next few days. What do you do? And you know what? I've just been going about. I got my nose lasered for skin things or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Just to explain.
yes, on
Sorry. I don't have a personal interest in your nose normally.
no on Monday, but it's all scabbed up. But I forget that I've got it on. And it's
Kendall
not until I
remind
go
you.
in there and start talking to people. Yesterday I had a day where I was out and about doing things, and you realise, oh, that guy's looking at me funny. Oh, yeah, he's checking out my nose, but he's too polite to say, what's going on there?
So it was only the nose you needed to have done again.
Yeah,
I reckon it's because you're fishing.
yeah. Just so much time out in the sun, you know, it catches up with you.
Should have
Anyway,
delayed it.
you're getting it done. That's good.
Yeah.
I think you could have delayed it by a couple of weeks and saved yourself some makeup for the Halloween cruise. You know, you could have come along and went, wow, that Brad, he's gone method.
Yes.
Look at him. Hey?
Yes. That would have been perfect, actually.
And people looking at you for the right reasons. We next chance to score some tickets to the Halloween cruise on board the Oasis coming up before 9 a.m. this morning. Also got your next round of Olivia Trivia. Get you down to Sydney to see the Guts Tour once it hits Australian shores. Not happening in Brisbane. That just means we're sending you off to Sydney. That's happening at the end of the week. You just got to win your way into the draw. And we're doing that just after 7 this morning.
And I see that, speaking of tickets, Buzzman is away today. So you're sitting there, and Nick is going to be out on the street. He's got Kylie tickets.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Kylie Minogue tickets.
Where is he going to be? I'm going to hit the streets.
Do you want them? You're a massive Kylie fan.
That'd be she's got so many bangers.
No, yeah, it'd be a good gig.
Yeah, I just like a dance.
I saw it yesterday. It popped up on my algorithm, whatever you call it.
Yeah, I'll go.
Her singing at the 2000 Olympics.
Yeah, same.
Do you hear that?
Maybe it was on the Nova. Was it on Nova?
No,
We're getting fed the same stuff.
I don't think it
We're
was.
spending too much time together. Our algorithms have synced.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're in danger.
You're in for a good week.
Throwback throwdown.
You'll
Also,
go
today
down
we're
some
going
rabbit holes this week, Kendall.
The Ash, Lachie and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Just talking with Lutzy off air about the
Yes, we were.
NRL Grand Final this weekend. I'm heading down there.
So you're going to the game?
Oh, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, wow. Excellent.
Yeah, I'm going to the game.
I'm still working out whether I'm going to go to the game or not.
Yeah, but it's got the potential. Like
It's
it's got
Homebush.
Yeah, I'm like, what's the problem, Lutz?
Homebush.
Homebush is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
a
is.
day ender, ends day. Yeah, it just ends everything.
Yeah.
You get there, you're there, and then it's it. That's it. It's done.
Yeah.
You know
But
what I
it could
mean?
be a great grand final.
I know. I'm still going to watch it.
Like, it could be a beauty.
Last year, you went to the AFL Grand Final on the Saturday and then flew to Sydney
Yeah.
and went to the NRL Grand Final
Yeah,
on
I've
the
s-
Sunday.
Yeah, so I've still got some Homebush scars around that as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, we thought what happened to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, anyway,
That's
I'm
what
heading
it's
to
actually about.
Yeah.
But there's an interesting bynote in the in both the grand final teams, and talking about it in the wake of Madge Maguire coming in, Kevy leaving, all the shock of all of that. Whether it's the right decision, who knows? It doesn't it's done now, so we're moving forward. But the role of a coach in an NRL team or in any sports team in an organisation, I've just been thinking about that because in this grand final this weekend. There's a guy called Sean Blaw playing for Melbourne in the second row, who's not a big name NRL player by any means, but he last year was swapped by the West Tigers for Justin Olam. So he left the weakest team in the competition last year. They won the Wooden Spoon and has transferred into the Melbourne Storm roster under Craig Bellamy. And all of a sudden he's gone from a player who couldn't really crack a first grade spot in the worst team in the NRL, to now he's playing in a top position, the second row, on the edge for the Melbourne Storm. And it's the second time in as many years, also for Penrith, in their second row, they've got a player called Liam Martin, who the year before the exact same thing happened to him. He transferred from the West Tigers and is playing for Penrith now in a grand final.
What's the message out of that? What do you reckon?
Coaching.
Yeah.
This is
And
one
what
of those
is that?
things
What
I
is
heard.
the ability to be able to get somebody
I
to
know.
play to their potential?
Well, this is one of those things I heard Madge say last week, that he would rather pick players on character than skill, because you can get work rate into someone if they've got good character. I'm not a coach. How true that is if you don't have the skill, I don't know. But it's just you're right. What does a coach do that can bring
That's
out
interesting.
the gold in somebody?
That's interesting to me because there's I listened to a podcast with I can't remember who, it might have been Billy Slater, but he was talking about Craig Bellamy as a coach, and that Bellamy, one of the things that Bellamy does before he recruits a player, he'll take him out for a cup of coffee. But he notices whether or not when the potential player engages with the staff, if he uses manners.
I love that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
How you treat the people
how
that
he
are
treats
beneath
people.
you, in theory. I'm not saying weight stuff, but if you're a big time NRL player, but you can't say thank you to someone that brought you your cup of coffee. See, interestingly, Madge coached under Bellamy.
Did he?
Yeah, he did at a point.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I'm I wonder how similar that kind of. And one of Madge's things is he goes and sits in the home of every player because he's I want to see the true dynamic of their life.
Yeah.
How weird, though.
Oh, I don't know if it is that weird though.
In your lounge room and Madge is just sitting there. What are you still here?
It's the breaking bread concept.
Get a bit weird now, Madge.
It's been 3 weeks, buddy.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
So, Kendall, how did the
yes.
parade? Was it a parade?
Sort of a fan day.
Fan
Just
day.
it was in Queen's Gardens, right outside Treasury there.
Big crowd.
Huge crowd. Literally filled the whole park. I was like optimistic we were going to shut the street down. Like, I think it was due to start at 1 and about 10 to 1 we were like, oh, it's not crazy out there, you know. Literally 10 past 1, you couldn't fit more people in the park. It was so good.
Everyone
They tried
turned
to
up.
sell merch off to the side, but the crowd has just bled. So there's like, you can't get to that tent. It was epic. So
Everyone's wearing the merch, though.
they're
Looking at
all,
the pictures.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of diehards in the front there. It was such good vibes, and they put the team in Treasury in a room where they got to have a feed and have a drink. They've all come off a bus together, and like they've looked better. Let's be honest.
That's what I was going to ask, because that's the interesting thing. Are they still partying?
They are. So they've probably had, a couple hours sleep
Every one of them's got
across
sunglasses
3 days.
on.
Yes. Although they were all asking me like, can I wear my sunnies out there? I was
Yeah.
like, do it.
Yeah.
It's like a small oven
Yeah,
with a
right.
bright light shining onto the stage. Like I was like, you are going to be up there just hating every second. So I was like, wear your sunnies. Who cares? But yeah, they introduce them all. And so like one of the things with the Lions is they all have a celebration song. So if they kick a goal at the Gabba, their song plays. And I know like in the AFL, there was a lot of, all the Victorians thought that was a bit naff. But it is like a cult thing now because every player has a really strong identity with that song. So we introduce each of them and like Country Roads will play for Charlie Cameron and then the whole crowd's there just yelling Country Roads. Most of them have banger songs.
Yeah.
So it was just such a good time. They all kind of get their own moment as
Yeah.
they come out with their song.
Yeah, with their
and
song. That
I
is a
I
cool
wouldn't be
gimmick.
surprised if
Yeah.
other clubs followed that because it's like
Yeah.
it's ingrained the DNA. I mean, Lutzi, I wasn't there on Saturday, but Country Roads got
Oh,
sung
it
in
got-
MCG without a backing track.
Yeah, it
wow.
was just like one of those sort of English Premier League kind of style, sing-alongs.
Yeah,
You don't hear that very often in
No.
Australian stadiums.
The whole stadium's just singing
pretty cool.
Country Roads out of nowhere. Like
Yeah.
that's mental. So yeah, it was good times. The boys they've definitely looked sharper. Apparently Mad Monday did turn into karaoke. So they were out singing until the early hours of Tuesday morning. And
Yeah, they were still partying yesterday, I know that.
yes. So yesterday afternoon after the fan day, they had a thing at the Bowls Club, and that was for friends and family of the club as well. So all the administration team, anyone involved in the club, went out and had a bit of an Arvo celebration after that as well. So.
I had to not even important which player it was. I just wrote something back to on Instagram saying how good, and the answer was just like, "Come on, Lutzi, let's go!" I actually put an extra bolt on my door
Wow.
and
I
just
mean,
hid in a corner. I was like,
They-
"Not today, please."
what
no."
was really interesting is like a lot of the questions around the media were all there, and like I've got the journos running up to me because I'm going to be on stage, and they're going, "Is there any chance you can ask the players about a stadium?"
Oh yeah,
And
it's
this,
a story
I
today,
had
mate.
briefs, with the CEO, with the chairman, and sort of with Lachie and the media team beforehand. And I was like, "What's the word? Do you want to talk stadium?" And they were like, "Nah, don't ask the players. Don't
Right.
ask the players."
But I remember JT said that after
Yes,
the
well,
2015
exactly.
grand final.
He is-
So it works.
And
I
it's
know.
kind of the best time to ask for it, really.
I just think they want to be a bit more strategic about it and not ask them while they're trying to celebrate.
Yeah.
But you know what? The funny thing was we didn't have to because the Lord Mayor was there and he didn't even touch on it. But the crowd started shouting, "Give them a new stadium."
Is that right?
And so Shriner then bounced off that. He
Yeah.
didn't have to drive that narrative and the crowd went wild.
That's what I'm talking about. It's
So
like
the
it's
story,
a positive thing.
yeah, the story is out there, and the community want it.
Yeah.
So it was, it's just interesting to see.
Good arvo.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Yesterday we were talking about, just towards the end of the show, there was sort of live breaking news, and it had the vision of Stephen Miles, the Premier, rocking up to Government House as part of the election. Evidently, he has to do that, I guess, through protocol.
I suppose.
Get the governor to sign off
some
on
sort
something.
of paperwork.
Is that what it was?
Was it just him? Was it yesterday?
Well, I don't know. Was Chris Foley there? I don't know.
He was out there with
One cares.
he had he had Grace, Cameron Dick, and
Oh, they all
Shannon
there.
Fenneman there. So there was a whole host of them that rocked up to the governor.
They caught the bus, didn't they?
I was going to say Stephen Miles was very proud that he took
caught-
the 50-cent fares.
caught the
Oh, did he?
I've caught the bus here.
Oh, okay. But the whole we were talking about just the concept that the governor of Queensland. I mean, that's something I never give any time to thinking about at all. Like, I kind of forget that, like, that we have that, but it's a magnificent house. It's absolutely
so beautiful.
and
on top of the hill too.
On
Like,
top of the hill.
the views would be
The
spectacular.
real estate there
yeah.
in the middle of Paddington.
Well, just through sheer coincidence, because we were talking about that, and we were talking about it off air too. Yeah, like imagine what that place is worth, and it's got a butler. It's got a butler. It's like it's just a
the whole
throwback to
staff.
another time.
Gardeners and like the whole thing, I reckon.
Yeah, and
Full-time staff.
And anyway, that was kind of in the back of my mind, but I'm doing a function for my old school next March. And yesterday I sat down with them and sort of had a bit of a chat about it with the person involved, involved in the history of the school. And I didn't realise, so this is the Southport School, TSS on the Gold Coast.
Oh, the Southport School.
Yeah, and they were talking about when that started in 1901 or when, I think it was 1901 the school started. And I was like, how did they get this magnificent property? Like, it's a huge block of land.
That's
Like,
nuts what that would be worth.
yeah, and it all started evidently because there used to be a shack there, or not a shack, but a house, which is now one of the boarding houses at the school. But it was the governor of Queensland's holiday home.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
Southport.
Yes, and it was on the Nerang River, like back in the day, and somehow or other, we got the
right?
school got it off the yeah, and I was just thinking about the governor of Queensland, having not thought about it for I don't know, maybe ever, really. And then all of a sudden, twice in one morning, I came across this luxurious lifestyle about the governor of Queensland.
And that, like, it would have been a house, but then the grounds that are now TSS would have been like a farmland that it was part of the house,
Yeah,
right?
I guess so. It would have been nothing.
An interesting spot to pick. If you could pick anywhere, and like, obviously, oceanfront wasn't a big thing back in the in the 1900s. Like, honestly, why would you pick there if you were going to pick anywhere? It's a great spot.
Yeah,
but you'd rather oceanfront, wouldn't you? If I was the governor, I'd be going, no, I'll take that big block of land there. Yeah. I'll take Currumbin.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Hey, it's Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Trivia.
All right, let's say hello to Gabby out at Wynnum.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, Gabby. It says you'd take Mum along if you won the tickets.
Yeah, we love Olivia Rodrigo. We've been talking about getting these tickets all week.
We haven't had a daughter ring up yet. We've had the mums ring up every day who are going to take their teenage daughters. So, Gabby, I'm assuming you're not a teenager.
No, I'm 21.
Awesome.
Close enough.
It's nice of you to take your mum. You wouldn't take a friend?
My mum's like obsessed with her, so I honestly feel like if I took her, she would die.
Okay, it's the role reversal. Are you feeling confident about trivia?
Yeah, feeling good.
All right. Should we get stuck into it?
Get into it. Need 2 out of 3.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go. Question number 1. In the song Deja Vu, what flavour ice cream does Olivia reference?
Come on, Gabby.
Singing the lyrics in her head.
4, 3.
Come on.
Ice cream.
Take a stab.
Yeah, just take a stab at a flavour. Just give us a crack at a flavour of
Come
ice
on.
cream.
What do you reckon she'd be
Vanilla.
into? Vanilla.
That is incorrect. It is strawberry.
Oh, gosh.
Come on, Nina.
All right, you got 2.
from 2.
Yeah, all right.
You've
What?
got the same taste as Olivia, that means. Because
No, Lutzi.
Your birthday cake
Was
was strawberry.
strawberry.
It came
She
in.
asked for it.
No.
I'm
you
not
didn't-
ungrateful,
no, you
but
didn't
I
need
would-
it, actually,
I
'cause
love
half
chocolate.
of it is still left in the fridge.
Yeah, exactly. It's still out there.
Alicia's over there being like, ungrateful little
Is that why you left it
girl.
around?
Yeah.
You said it was
No.
because you wanted to give the cake to the office.
I didn't want my children to get high on sugar. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, question number 2. What is the name of Olivia's character in High School Musical, The Musical?
Was it Nina?
It is. It's.
Oh, that's a good get.
Yay.
I thought that was a tough question. All right, question number 3. You've got to get this. Come on, Gabby. What label is Olivia signed to?
I did literally read something about this. Is it Jeffin?
It is. Wow. That is an unbelievable get. It is Jeffin. They must be
Yeah, I read
under
something about it
Interscope.
recently.
That is unreal. Who cares about the ice cream?
The
How
easiest
does
question.
Yeah.
Je-
Jeffin?
How would you get that?
I know.
I would have had
She's
you
a
at
true
a
fan.
million to one after missing the first one.
No, she's very well researched, Gabby. You're in the draw.
Yay, thank
All
you.
right, so when's that drawn?
Giving
Mitchie?
Mum the good news that's happening
Tomorrow.
this week. So
Yeah.
you're in with a great chance too as well.
I love how Kendall knew the answer to that.
Which one? It's on tomorrow.
That it's being drawn tomorrow. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, is it?
Yeah. I don't know. That's what my
Nobody
piece,
else.
That's what my piece of paper says. So if it's wrong, blame someone else.
Well, I just watched, incidentally, a trailer for, I assume it's a documentary coming out from Village on Jelena Dokic. And this is apparently coming to cinemas in November.
Yeah.
The former Australian tennis player.
It's very cinematic. I'd call it a feature film, wouldn't you?
Yeah, feature documentary.
Yeah, a
Unbreakable.
feature documentary.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
It looks amazing. I just watched the trailer, but it's just another reminder. And we've had her in here as well, Jelena.
Ex-tennis
Over
player.
the years when she was promoting a book, and I think that this feature-length doco is an extension of the book. But yeah, former tennis player who had a father who was just so controlling, and what she endured as a very young person on the national stage under the spotlight, the scrutiny of the country at like 17 years of age, and what she was dealing with behind closed doors with her dad. Anyway, it looks like it's a compelling doco.
Do we know when that's out, that Mitchie?
November 7, I think it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's one doco that's coming out, and then the other one I was talking about the other day is this 50 Cent doco,
Yes.
which is coming out
Netflix?
on Netflix. Yeah, I think you're right,
cannot
Kendall.
wait.
Did he do it? And
It's brilliant title.
and apparently it's something that 50 Cent has been working on for 10 years. And whether or not Lachie, he's held back the release of it on Netflix until he went, you know what, I'm just going to wait until they bust this guy.
Yep.
And then it'll be primetime viewing. Everyone will want to watch it. I don't know whether that's happened or not, but I found a clip of him actually being, of 50 Cent talking about it with an interviewer yesterday.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I know
He did it.
you've been heavy on social
he
media
did it.
talking about
He
it.
did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually. But I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated.
Was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day?
I'm just not with all that flippy shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal.
Wow. That's pretty damning of the people that did go to those parties. Because there's been a lot of people distancing themselves from Diddy, like Ashton Kutcher, all these people who were like, oh, yeah, like, I went to those parties and it's people know about it, the Kardashians, like, so it's kind of that culture of like everyone knew.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you even wanting to come out at this point and say, I'm just, I don't want anything to do with it? Like, are you even wanting to throw your name into that conversation? Because there are people that aren't doing that people all of a sudden, now there's old allegations from way back when, all of a sudden people are, oh, well, maybe this actor or actress is involved because they were on their own, independent, they had accusations, and maybe now they're all part of the Diddy thing.
Yeah.
And if you went to those parties, because like Diddy apparently, you got that vision of him going, look, after midnight, this changes.
Yeah.
Everything changes.
We lock the doors. We lock you in here.
Yeah.
He would like turn the aircon off or something so that it was like hotter because it made people more drunk and like kind of made you a bit more crazy.
Yeah, and he pretty much say, look, if you're not going to be in for the freak off, you got to leave before midnight.
Yeah, he metaphorically calls those people the children, the kids.
Yeah.
The children.
Yeah, the kids have got to go.
Yeah.
Like, even though they weren't, presumably, they weren't kids.
Yeah, but you're right. The other thing is, like, anybody who went to a Diddy, like, if you went to a Diddy party now and you left before midnight, like, yeah, did you? People would
Exactly.
be saying that. Like, LeBron, I think it's LeBron. LeBron's out there. There's a meme of him going around now going, ain't no party like a Diddy party. And you're like, oh, you're going to regret saying that, mate.
And we have an idea when that one's coming out. That's before the end of the year, right?
It was definitely mooted before the end of the year.
I wonder if he's rushing post-production.
I'd say so.
You know what I
right?
mean? It's like, oh, we've got all this, we've been building, but now, like, let's chop it up. We need to get it out there this year.
Other people be working on the same
Oh,
thing
it's
right
not
now.
him? It's not 50 Cent
No, I'm
on an
saying that
editing suite?
other people. I'm saying
Oh,
there'll be other
yes.
documentaries coming
Yes,
out. People-
yeah, they'll be
Yes.
trying to slap
people
together.
throwing stuff together before the end of the year for sure. So if he doesn't, he'll miss the boat.
Yep.
So so I reckon it's definitely he's been waiting for it to come out, and then he's going, okay, let's rip in now.
Yeah. Waiting for Diddy to get arrested.
How does it
exactly.
work with their judicial system, though? Like, if you drop all that before he goes through court?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Well, the other thing is, remember when
courts.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard went through their case, whatever that was?
They had a couple.
But remember that was televised.
Yeah.
Yes, in the American one was they have cameras in the court. They also had a UK one, so there was like 2 different defamation cases in each country.
But will the Diddy case
one,
be televised?
Is it just discretionary? Which ones they do and don't? I'm surely that one. Imagine that.
And does it have to do with whether there's a judge or a jury?
I've got no idea.
It'd have to be a judge-only trial. That's what I mean. There's
You're
too much out there.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Nick is on. Nick is on. Nick is on. He's on the streets.
Kendall on bell.
Nick is.
Oh my God! What happened? What happened? Oh no! Now she spilled coffee.
Oh, no.
You dip your head into his coffee. Some sort of.
Talk about coming in and causing mayhem. I can clean it. It's fine.
No.
Thank you.
We got a radio show to do at the moment. We'll clean it up
What
later.
a disaster that was.
Yeah.
It was like one. No, anyway,
Yeah.
Nick.
Nick, hopefully it's going a little bit better down on the streets where you are. But where are you? Because, Kendall was just looking at our Instagram stories. You said that there are a couple of clues as to where you might have been hiding out, but we couldn't quite figure it out. Where are you?
Well, that's the thing, we're celebrating Kylie Minogue. I always like to. There's always something in the story, and I chucked a bit of locomotion on this
I
morning.
did hear that. So it was maybe
we're
think
saying
like locomotive and maybe a train station. That's all I had.
Oh, good. But where would you actually find where would you find a locomotive in Brisbane? Well, we don't really use them anymore, but they're all retired, so they're at the Queensland Rail Shops Museum
There you go.
out here in our heartland of Ipswich, and that's the thing.
Wow.
I've found a way to combine 2 of my great childhood loves, Kylie Minogue and trains, and and Ipswich. That was my third. But so here we are, and that's the thing, I don't. Was there a dance to locomotion? Now I'm sure.
Yeah, there was. I remember the
here.
film clip. It was kind of like you put your hands on the hips of the person in front of you. Wasn't that a thing?
I was in grade 2 at the time. So I wasn't doing it.
Well, look, I'll tell you what. Whoever is the first one to come down here and find me here, look, we'll learn this dance together, and that is the way.
Hands on hips,
your hands on these Kylie
hands to
tickets.
Yourself, I think. Just
No. We're going to keep it real.
You can touch Nick.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. We don't. I've got to be the HR clear first before we get that across the line.
I get the connection with the Rail Museum, but you've picked Kylie's worst song. Like Locomotion is like it's not even an original Kylie song.
Yeah, but it's where it all started for her.
Yeah, it is.
That was the one.
Exactly right. Yeah,
It was an important song for her. Critical song for her.
Absolutely right. It got the train rolling, so to speak. So, but no, it's not one of my top 5 songs. That's absolutely fine. Yes, thank you, Mitchell. Thank you very much. So that's the thing. I'm going to be down here in our beautiful heartland with Kylie Minogue tickets. This is one of the biggest tours going around. She is a legend of Australian music. She's our queen of pop. So why not come down and celebrate her down here at the Ipswich, the Queensland Museum of Rail.
It was so popular with the tickets that a second show was very quickly announced once they went on sale
True.
last week.
Wow.
So, February the 26th and the 27th now.
I used to have the biggest crush on Kylie Minogue.
Who didn't?
Oh, my God.
No, his crush was different to your crush.
Yeah, I guarantee it was.
Get on down and find Nick for those tickets. Kylie is
No
back,
balls.
bringing the Tension Tour to Brisbane with a new show added that is playing the Ent Centre. Like I said, February 26 and 27. Tickets are on sale from 11 a.m. today. For details, head to frontiertouring.com.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Yo, bring it back. Throwback Throwdown.
All right, let's flip them.
That time of the week again. Throwback Throwdown the picks. Reveal the year.
1994.
This is my wheelhouse right here.
1994.
Well, the good news is I was alive.
Oh, well, I mean, stop boasting.
You make me wanna shoot.
Salt and pepper.
This is your girls, Lutzi.
Yeah.
Which one were you into? Or was into
No,
you?
Pepper
Salt
was
or
in-
Pepper?
Pepper was into me.
Pepper was in Kendall. Pepper was into Lutzi.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
For real.
Pepper.
Right, now this is interesting. I was expecting more rock, but this is very much a dancey kind of.
Yeah, get into that flavour of the 90s. Yeah.
Hey, can you play Charm? I'm not going to pick it, but I just want to hear it in the wake of her singing on the grand final weekend. Tina Arena, Chains.
I was saying this has had a remix though. So there's a really, I don't know.
So this isn't what she sang on Saturday,
No,
is
well,
it?
did they sing the faster paced boppy version? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember.
they tweaked it for sure. They tweaked it.
Cheeked it. Love to you.
Mr. Men.
Like you like me too. You know when they used to talk behind it? Like, I love
Yeah.
you, baby.
What happens?
I'll always be there for you.
Lockie's liking that. Look at him.
Oh, can you play a bit of Cheryl for me, please?
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah. No, keep your filthy mitts off.
I love this song.
Yeah, this
all I
is a
want to
good
do,
one.
it's down at the bottom if you can see it, all I want to do.
Stop talking about it as if you found it, mate. This is a good one.
I know a lot of the words of this song.
Elton John. Can
Yeah.
you feel the love tonight?
Lion King was out that year.
Yeah.
That's right.
Would a
That
massive.
year.
Yep.
Is it love or glove?
Yeah. Oh, it's love, is it? Sorry, I didn't know.
No one wants to feel your glove.
You saying that to me or Lutzy?
Speak for yourself.
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, he's going to back one in early
Yeah,
already.
I'm gonna lost one
Back
in.
one in. What are you backing in?
Sorry.
I'm going to take Cheryl. I'm going to take
Cheryl.
Cheryl. All
Okay,
I want to do.
we'll
That's a
take it.
good
It's
song.
It's good. Yeah.
This is a cool song. Santa Monica Boulevard. Come on. And if you don't know this one, look it up, kids. Cheryl
This was
Crow,
her
she
first
goes
big
good.
one. She went on to marry Lance Armstrong. And
Yeah, she did too. She did too.
There's too
I
many
know
good
the
songs
daughter,
on
I
here.
know.
Did she have a kid with Lance Armstrong?
No, she didn't.
Oh, right.
Okay. Got my things mixed up.
Oh, a bit of Brian.
Another movie one, this
Yeah.
one. Three Musketeers, Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting.
Come on, I've got to pick one here. I mean, Mariah was anthemic. This is back to Salt and Pepper shooting. No, What a Man, is it?
Yeah, what a man.
Mariah,
Man,
yep.
yeah.
I don't know this one.
Is without you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Who's this?
This is Mariah Carey.
Is it?
Go.
I know the song.
I can't live anymore. She goes higher than any of us can go.
I can reach it.
Oh, yeah, you can too. Yeah, didn't mind this.
This is all right.
7 Seconds was an interesting tune by Nissa Deur and Under and Nina Cherry. 7 Seconds. 7 seconds away. Just as long as I stay.
That's the only song we played that I've never heard.
I'll be waiting. Good song.
Well, come on. We need some choices
No,
here.
yeah.
Can
Hurry
you?
me,
What's Power of Love? Celine Dion.
Oh, this is a cool song.
And you are my man. Good song.
All right.
Okay, come on.
I'm locking in I'll Make Love to You, Boys to Men.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, Mitchie, you in?
Yep.
I reckon I know what you are.
I'm in now because I can.
I reckon I know what you are.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
What do you got?
I think I'm going to go because I think this is important. There's some good songs here, some good artists, but I don't know that, if we put them up on the stories,
That's
they
what I'm
might
saying.
not be immediately recognisable.
You got to back your heart, mate.
Okay, I'm
No,
going to.
yeah, just do it out of vibes.
This is
Not
it would
votes.
not normally be a song of mine, but
Yeah.
I think I'm going to vote.
Really?
Yep, I just
Okay.
think from name recognition there.
That is a surprise.
Yep.
Can you just give me? I'll be quick here. I just want to check out number one very quickly. Wet, wet, wet. Lovers all around from the movie.
Hugh Grant.
Four Weddings and a Funeral.
Notting Hill, was it? Or was it?
One of those two.
Yeah, one of those ones. They're all the same. This is a good one. Yeah.
By the way that I feel, there'll be beginning, there'll be no end. Big song. Okay. I'm locking that in. I'm locking in Lovers all around. Wet, wet, wet.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go good.
That was made
Alright,
famous
they
by
will
the movie
be-
Love Actually.
Was it Love
was it?
Actually?
You remember he redid it and it was Christmases all around?
Oh,
right.
yes.
'Cause it was
And he's
in-
there with the guitar.
Yeah.
Naked Bill Nye.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because it was in. I'm saying 4 weddings. You reckon it might be Notting Hill? It could be right.
I
No.
think Kendall's probably
I'm
right.
just saying in
In both, I reckon. Yeah. It was remade for that.
yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, there you go.
Those are up on the
what is-
Instagram
okay.
stories
What do we
very
got?
shortly.
Go through
He
all
doesn't know.
four.
He can't do it.
Oh,
Oh, I can do
It's
it.
too complicated.
go on.
Okay, so we got Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
That's Ash.
That's Ash.
Oh, I just got a text. Great song choice. Lock it in.
Who?
So
For this
mine.
one, for Cheryl. Thank you.
No.
We got Kendall.
Bring it.
Like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight.
I've got Shoop, Salt and Pepper. And let's see, I've already forgotten yours. So which one-
Wet, Wet, Wet.
You are going Wet, Wet, Wet. Okay. Ah, what a banger. Throwback Throwdown 1994. Check out the Ash, Lachie and Susie Neale Instagram stories later on and have your vote. The winner will be crowned tomorrow.
The Ash, Lachie and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Nova. Hey, Josephina.
Oh, my
Smell
God.
every fart.
Give me a fright.
I guess everything's got to be tried for the first time at some stage.
Brisbane's Ash, Lachie and Susie O'Neil.
I call it as I see it, mate.
806, Ash, Lachie and Susie O'Neil.
Our Halloween cruise is at the end of this month. Is it October 31st?
That's the one.
Thursday night.
Yep.
River City Cruise.
On board Oasis.
Looking forward to that. Have you been looking at your Temu Halloween-inspired costumes this morning? Or have you not had time?
I haven't yet, but I've had some other stuff I'm doing on my computer. But I'm going to have a look next half hour at some costumes because that's the way to do it. You can nail it.
Yeah. And get lead poisoning at the same time.
No,
I've been telling
that's
Lachie, I'm
that's
very
unproven.
worried about him.
That is unproven.
About what? The Temu stuff?
Yes.
You know, some of the clothes I'm getting.
Yeah.
Just concerned
Oh,
with
yeah.
it. They're not,
Hi.
they're not sustainably made.
They're not sustainable.
Yeah, but what is?
He spent $90 and got I'm not even.
Almost like
4
a
foam
shopping
mats
trolley
for
full
his
of
bathroom.
things.
Memory
watch,
foam.
a three-piece suit.
A
Yeah,
watch?
A 3-piece suit. I just want to,
He did spend 4 hours trying to get links out of the watch. So
Yeah,
I
that
think
was-
that was money wasted.
That was ridiculous. But anyway, I mean, what is it?
You don't want to take it to a jeweler. Where'd you get this piece of rubbish?
Yeah, it's a pretty sexy looking watch.
Yeah, it'll cost you $30 for me to fix it, and the watch is worth $2.
But it did come quickly. It only took a week and a half.
Oh, okay. Because normally it's like 21 days.
Yeah, well, not at Temu. It is.
Well, there's time even if you order now because you've got.
4 weeks until the
that's
party.
what I'm saying. So if you do it now, you'll get your
You will.
costume for Oasis by then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is the party of the year. The Oasis is amazing. I've been on it a few times, but when you have a themed party like this, it's going to take it to a whole new level.
With 3 levels. Like we could style up each level differently.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
100%.
Incredible.
One level could be. Come on, you help me here. I'm thinking movies.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm trying
Well, you
to
could do
think
the ring if you want to do, but I wouldn't be on that level.
level
scares
level
the
3.
crap
Let's
out of me.
get him away from the basement level.
Three's the
Yeah.
ring. Just have that ring near the bar. I
Yes.
won't drink all night. It scares me. It freaks me out.
You'll face your fears that night. if
I
that's
will
the case.
actually. Yeah.
The Ash, Lachie and Susie O'Neil podcast.
I'm smarter than. I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton homes include aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to discover why it's better with Brighton.
All right, Todd, out of Moggle, has never played.
Yeah.
Morning, Todd. How are you, mate? You good?
Fantastic.
Now, this is like OG stuff here, heading to work, and you got the kids in the car. Are you dropping them at school?
I am dropping to Kenmore High School.
Okay, well, this will be an interesting test, Lutzy, because Joshua's 17, Levi's 14. By the way, primo name, Levi. Love it. Excellent.
Why'd you name him Levi? Was it after Ashley's kid?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. So 17 and 14, Lutzy, Kenmore High School. Normally, this would totally be a case of too cool for school, not doing the gym.
No way, Jose. But Kenmore.
These boys will do it.
Yes,
that's what I'm talking
the
about.
Kenny boys.
Yeah. All right. Well, Todd, $200. You got some cool kids in the car. 30 seconds on the clock. Let's get into it. Your time starts now. Which Australian city is known as the City of Light?
Sydney.
Chris Hemsworth plays who in the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Thor.
What year was the USA founded?
1788.
Name a bird known for swooping.
Magpie.
How many millilitres make up 1 cup?
160.
Stop the clock.
Felt quick.
And you said, okay.
They're hard questions.
Yeah, they were difficult. They were difficult. Did Todd have any time left on the clock? But
Yep, just the 1 second.
1 second.
Yep.
So an absolute Lutzie's left in it. Over to you, Todd. You count the boys in. Count in Josh and
Come on,
Levi.
boys. Ready?
Let's go.
You ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Bring in the game. Yeah.
Was that Josh?
It was a solo.
That was Josh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where was Levi?
Mate.
He
Too
bailed.
shamed.
See, Josh
Too
has come out.
shamed.
Josh has come out the other side of that awkwardness. You know, he's like, I'm 17, mate. I'm in grade 12, whatever. You know, I'm rocking on.
I've got hairs on my chest.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I'll give Josh it wasn't that good. an 8 out of 10. Levi gets nothing. You know, come on, Levi, be better. Anyway,
He's grounded.
He's grounded. Yep.
All right, let's bring it.
I'm bringing in the game. I'm bringing in the game. I'm bringing in the game. I'm bringing in the game.
Susie O'Neale. Hold the phone, Freddie. Susie O'Neale. It will be a miracle. You won't see anything like that again this year.
30 seconds on the clock and your time starts now. Which Australian city is known as the City of Light?
Perth.
Chris Hemsworth plays who in the Marvel Cinematic?
Thor.
What year was the USA founded?
1841.
Name a bird known for swooping.
Magpies.
How many millilitres make up 1 cup?
240.
Stop clock. Oh, heaps ahead on time there, Suze. That was 7 seconds, was it, Mitch?
That's it.
7 seconds left on the clock for Suze. I'll take 1, Tuco.
Okay.
Okay. But which Australian city is known as the City of Light? Now, Todd, you said Sydney. Suze said Perth. And Perth is correct. Although that's the first I've heard of that. I never knew
I've
that.
never heard that either.
Yes.
As soon as she said it, I knew it.
Did you? Well, 1-0 Suze. Question number 2, Chris Hemsworth in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You both said Thor. That's correct. So you're...
No pantsing.
Yeah, no pantsing, mate. 2-1. Question 3. This was an interesting one. What year was the USA founded? Now, Sue said 1841. Todd, you said 1778. It's 1776.
Oh, that is so close.
Come on.
I know.
That's half a point at
That
least.
is so close. But yeah, yeah, we don't give half points,
Took 2
unfortunately.
years to sign paperwork.
Yeah, yes,
exactly.
Yes. It was a long
Come
settlement. Yes.
It's a 2 years settlement.
Yes, 2-1 Suze.
So much wrong with that.
A bird for swooping. You both said the magpie. That's correct. By the way, they had here the plover, the butcherbird, the kookaburra, the crow, or the currawong as other birds
Yeah, that's fair.
that swoop. 3
Got a couple of ex-girlfriends.
Kookaburras.
Suze.
Here we go.
Todd's on fire.
Call of the week nominee.
Yeah.
Streaming in.
Yeah.
Cynthia
Is-
and LaQuisha.
Josh and Levi laughing at that. That's some funny gear you're throwing up there, Todd.
Come on.
Yeah, they got a smirk on their face.
Come on, Josh. You
Only
gotta laugh
Josh.
at that.
Only
Yep.
Josh is laughing.
Yeah, the old man's
Levi's
funny.
silent.
Jeez, what are you going to do to make a kid laugh around here? How many millilitres make up 1 cup? Sue said 240. You said 160. Correct answer 250. 3-2 victory to Suze.
Well done, Sue.
So that means 9 o'clock. It'll be worth how much? $300.
$300.
Right, $300 at 9 o'clock. And we go to that cave first.
Levi.
You can answer.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
He
Levi.
said, yeah, what?
Oh, yeah, what? I've got a family pass at Kingston Park Raceway. I feel like you might be into a bit of go-karting.
Love it.
Come on, Levi. Give me a bit of love, mate.
We're right into that.
Yeah, good on you. Well, check out all the latest go-karting party options. Get on track at Kingston Park Raceway. It's one hell of a day out, as we know, so family pass there. And I'll also give you a family pass to the Spooky Putt-Putt at Victoria Park. That's a bit of fun as well. You've got to check that out. Mitchie went there last week. It actually looks great.
It's unreal.
It looks unreal. So I'll give you that one. So I'll tell you what, just because you're a nominee for Call of the Week, 4 tickets to Nova's Night at the Movies, the advanced screening of Venom, The Last Dance at Event Cinemas Carindale in VMAX. Josh, you can go to that. Levi, you'd probably be Levi be a bit scared, probably.
Levi's grounded, mate.
Yeah, he ain't going. You'll be in your bedroom. Yeah. Well done, guys. Cheers, Todd.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
I was going down different rabbit holes, rabbit warrens.
Rabbit Warren.
Rabbit warrens.
I think that's how the name,
Is that
nickname.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Rabs Warren comes from a rabbit.
rabbit warren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you were going down a rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole.
What's a
Yeah.
warren?
Yeah.
Well, that's like
Is that like the
different.
burrow?
That's it's a bit like that's the anyway. That's good.
What the connecting
good.
pathways?
I'm like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Of the hole.
Like it's confusing and you get lost in them. Maybe they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go down a rabbit hole, you get lost
and then get lost in a rabbit
warren.
warren.
Yeah.
You're stuck in there. Tell us about your warren.
Well, it was.
Oh, yeah, Morton.
Can we isolate that? It doesn't mean anything, but it just
does
sounds
now.
funny. Yes.
We found a new word.
No, with golf because I'm
You're pursuing that quite heavily lately.
I just find it.
You've always been
I'm
one
involved
footed.
in this really cool thing where every Saturday or Sunday I play with all my mates from school, from our grade at school. There's a whole group of us. There's like
pretty cool.
seven of us now that play each Sunday, and then I practice. I nearly said train.
Big difference.
I
baby.
nearly said
We
that
train
I train out at Golf Central.
and that's why I'm a Golf Central professional.
Oh my
Sorry,
god!
guys. Mr. Bradnam's using that zone
You
right now.
toss up. I used to say
Quiet,
that
please,
too.
right, Mr. Brad.
Yeah, I'd go to the gym and I go, I'm going to go train at the gym, and my kids are like, Dad,
working
you
on
don't
his-
train, you just go to the gym.
Dad,
And use the sauna.
Dad, Ash Bradham's working on his short game. Oh my God! Can we watch? Just keep your distance, guys. Keep your
Yeah.
distance. Shh.
But I find it like it's good. It's like it's a challenge, and it's also relaxing and frustrating,
cathartic.
all those type of things. But yeah, but I'm investing lots of time in it. But one of the things that I love about it is that I can do it forever. Like if you can play golf.
What are you trying to say? It's not truly that athletic.
Well, kind of not, I guess.
No, go on, say
Because it was
it.
the last.
Say it.
I kind of think golf is like one of the ultimate sports because you're purely doing it by yourself. There's so many different variables in
Very
it.
hard to master.
Yeah.
And you've got to
you can
control
be-
yourself.
And you can be fat playing it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Totally.
the other thing.
Well, this is the,
Men.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Sorry, fat men.
Fat men.
Fat men,
Yes.
obviously.
Obviously.
But well, Donald Trump, for example. Now, Donald Trump is 78 years of age.
Yeah.
Former president, and Bryson DeChambeau, who's one of the best golfers in the world. This guy makes millions and millions and millions.
Does he live?
What's that? Yeah, I think he's live, isn't he?
Yeah, I think I saw
Bryson
that,
DeChambeau. Like
yeah.
we're talking, he makes hundreds of millions of dollars. He's one of the world's top golfers. And Bryson DeChambeau, and as I said, Trump is 78 and not the greatest physical specimen that you've ever seen. But he's got a YouTube channel, Bryson DeChambeau, called Breaking 50, where he goes around with one other player and they play around together and they see if they can break 50 for 18 holes, which is almost impossible, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yes.
Yes, but he played a round with President Trump
Recently?
right? And if you go to his YouTube video, Bryson DeChambeau's YouTube video, it's broken all records.
That one with Trump.
The footage of that of him playing with Trump has broken all sorts of viewership records. And to put it into perspective, more people have watched on DeChambeau's personal YouTube channel, more people have watched his round with Donald Trump than what the final round on the Sunday drew for NBC's Golf Open Championships final round. For the final round of it,
right,
it
the actual
drew
PGA.
it drew 3.5 million. This had over 5.5 million views within 24 hours.
If that isn't a frightening indication of how the US election's playing out,
Yeah.
I don't know what is.
But-
Trump famously said in the last debate,
Yeah.
well, that was against Biden.
Yes.
His debate against Biden said, I won the Masters. I'm very good. I'm, about his golf game. And we were all a bit like, yeah, but weren't you just playing yourself? Like, can you...
No, he said he won his club championship.
Yeah,
Not the
I
senior
won
one. Not
at-
the senior one, the actual club
the actual
championship.
at my
Never
own
fit to do
golf
that.
course.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, mate, I don't know, were you keeping the score sheet?
Kim Jong-un style. Do you reckon there's a chance people are watching just in case he gets shot? Because
that just happened.
The sniper, that happened
Yes.
like 2 weeks ago. Like the sniper was hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, well, no, they did this before.
What's happening on the episode of America today?
Yes.
They did this before that, but I watched it last night. Like I watched the round last night, and Trump can play.
Oh, okay.
Well, if he won 2 club championships, which he claims he did, and if he didn't, they would have
Not even
they
in
would have
the
fact checked
Masters.
that.
Yeah.
Like, he must be pretty good.
And Biden said in that debate, that
There's no way he can play golf. Biden.
Well, Biden reckons he was a 6 handicap.
Well, when?
Yes.
1948.
And Trump says in the video, I offered him $1 million. I said, come play golf. I'll give you $1 million if you can break 100. and that Biden turned it down. But in this video, you got to go and watch it because what the two of them do. And look, Bryson does a lot of the carrying, so they both have a shot, and whoever's ball's in the better position, two-ball Ambrose. But on one occasion, they get a birdie, and it's all Donald Trump. Like every shot is Donald Trump's, and then on another hole, they get an eagle, which is 2 under.
Yes. How many are Trump's?
All of them.
So that's the thing. That's
So
the thing with golf.
He can
right?
genuinely play. Yeah, and he's 78.
On a given moment and on a given
Yes.
shot, you can outplay the world. In theory, the world number one. Like you can get a birdie against Tiger Woods, and he'll get a par.
Yeah.
There's not that many sports in the world where you can beat a professional.
Yeah.
In a moment.
Yeah, in a moment,
You know what I mean?
in
Like,
one
you
moment, and he did it. So, yeah, it was pretty good to watch.
That's pretty good. So is that just floating around on Netflix?
Yeah, you'll just
on YouTube.
You'll just find it on YouTube.
Okay.
Which is another thing that we're talking about with the streaming access. Like, think about that. This guy's personal, like he's a sports star. He's got his own YouTube channel, and his own YouTube channel is outrating
NBC.
the actual commercial network which covers his sport.
That's cool.
He's cashing in.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast. Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil on Nova.
8:37 with Ash Lutzi and Susie O'Neil. We've got a good guest coming in on tomorrow's show. Our boy Lachie Neale was supposed to join us today, but is otherwise
He needs
occupied.
one more day.
Yes.
Who can blame him?
Exactly. But you've got some intel, Kendall, on a question that's been stewing.
We were talking yesterday about what exactly he was dressed as for Mad Monday, because he kind of wore like a cowboy hat, just a white T-shirt, just his RMs and jeans.
And a medal.
Well,
And the medal.
He wore his medal, but
That's
I don't
his-
know. I think they've all just been wearing their medals, kind of everywhere they go.
I thought he looked
Rightly
like an
so.
Olympian.
Because he was limping.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
An Olympian.
An Olympian.
Yes.
But you
I
asked
asked him on stage yesterday what exactly he was dressed as. It was a bit of a tongue-in-cheek on their supposed Vegas trip. Because remember, they all went overseas at the end of the season as a group
Yes.
last year.
Yep.
And there was lots of talk about that at the beginning of the season as to what happened in Vegas.
He was going to derail them at one point.
Well, Lachie said he wore what they were wearing in those photos because they all had cowboy hats on.
Right.
And he said, we didn't ever go to Vegas. So the reporting around that was all, like, they were never even in Vegas.
What do you mean?
They went to the States. But
they were never in Las Vegas?
They never went to Vegas.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that was his
thought
costume. That was him being like, full circle, won a premiership.
That's deep.
Everyone had all this controversy over our US trip as a group. Like, they all went over there as a, and that's what they were wearing in those photos that were supposedly so controversial.
And supposedly in Vegas. They weren't.
They were not
They
in
were
Vegas.
not in Vegas.
They did not go to Vegas. Well, that's what he said on stage yesterday.
Well, he wouldn't lie.
thought it was going to be like a
Why
how
would they
it's-
not go to Vegas?
Where the hell were they?
What are they, crazy?
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Press play.
Get ready for the ultimate Halloween party on the Brisbane River. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil's Halloween cruise on Oasis. Your ultimate weekend escape on the Brisbane River.
This will be a big night. October 31, Thursday night, on Oasis, cruising the Brisbane River. Total Halloween themed.
Different rules when you're on a boat too, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Just like, exactly.
Yes.
You're not on dry land.
I don't know what you mean.
It's a.
I'm not
I
sure
feel
what.
like, I feel like
Well,
I
that's
should
because
know.
you have no rules.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's just a usual day for
And
us.
are you coming along, Kendall?
Oh, I'm clearing my schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sensational.
Well, let's say hello to Kylie out of South Maclean.
South Maclean. Hello, guys.
How you going?
Have you checked
Pretty good. How are you?
Good. Have you checked out Timu yet?
No, I'm. When I get off the phone, I'm going to.
I had a quick look last half hour, Kylie. There's so many options.
Lutzi's going to go as
Oh,
Donald
very
Trump.
good.
Do you
There's
know,
like latex masks there.
but so were you going to go to Timu, and don't lie like you do sometimes, Kylie? Like, were you going to go to Timu before we started talking about it this morning? Because I'm starting to think we should have kept it K5 like until we got our costumes sorted.
No, I did hear you guys this morning on the way to work. Yes, and I thought, oh, good idea. Got time.
This is like we've given a winning tip out for the horses.
I know. I hope we're not going to
Before
have too
we've
many
even
double
backed it
ups.
ourselves.
We
Yeah.
don't want any double ups on costumes.
Yeah.
I don't
you know?
think Timu do price gouging there.
No,
Well,
but
no.
I'm just saying
Like
that
the
you
airlines,
know,
like I don't think it's sweet.
Yeah. So what are you thinking, Kylie? Anything like spring to mind?
Not off the top of my brain at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a Google and Timu look. So, yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you're coming along. She's coming along, isn't she?
That's it. Absolutely.
Yes. Well
Coming
done,
along.
Kylie. We'll
Yay.
see you there.
Yay, thank you, guys.
Well done.
That easy. You want to head along to the Nova Player app or novafm.com.au right now for your chance to come along. More tickets going off from 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'll be giving away the next couple of tickets. We want your costume and your song ideas.
Hey, Kylie, did you have a song? That's the other thing we've been asking everyone too, because we've got to build that playlist too.
Yes, Thriller, Michael Jackson.
I mean, there's 1,000 costume ideas in that video clip alone.
There is.
That in the boat, werewolf look maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, Lutzie's being nice, by the way. If I had suggested this be the song, Lutzie would bring up Michael Jackson's whole record,
You're
make
right.
me feel like I've done something wrong.
All right, tap it out,
Just
tap it out.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
Now, if you jump on board the Instagram stories at the moment, we've got our throwback throwdown for the week up there available to vote on. It's throwing it back to 1994. Ash, you went for a little bit of Cheryl.
How's it rating?
So far, actually, you're just in second position. 33% of the vote.
Oh, wow.
35 has the lead. Lutzi. Well, actually, up until about 18 seconds ago, no one in this room had voted, but I have just voted for my song, which we'll get to. This is Lutzie's. A little bit of wet, wet, wet.
So is this number one? Is that what you're saying? No.
No, this is this is third. I didn't go in any particular order. I was Ash in second with 33, third with 20. Unfortunately, Kendall. No one's.
No one.
Oh no, I've read it wrong. No. This is coming with 13%. This is actually last.
Really?
Yeah, so anyway.
Early days.
But it's
That's
early
okay.
days.
It's
like,
okay. It's
because
okay.
on mine, I'm looking at 29% for this.
Yeah.
So it's all flipping.
Oh, it's flipping around.
The votes are flooding in.
And
There's not
look,
enough percentage points yet for it to be a...
this is a bit of an unprecedented round too. I mean, usually we have, if someone's, not in the seat like they usually are, it's usually one person. Right now, Kendall, obviously sitting, and otherwise
Sitting in for
Susie be voting.
Suze probably
I
would
don't
have
know if
picked
I
this.
voted.
You know,
'cause
and-
it says I have, but
I'm filling in for
Don't
Buzz.
remember.
So, I mean, it's all been thrown around. Although Buzz, thankfully, good on you, my friend, has voted for the song that I selected. A little bit of salt and pepper and shoot.
I can see him dancing around the lounge room to this now.
He's got a title to defend, so he needs the wins. He needs the votes for the song. If I'm representing him, it doesn't matter whether he likes the song or not.
And is this
So,
winning?
35% of the vote so far.
By the way, if he's dancing around the lounge room, why isn't he at work?
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to claim the win, but you can
yeah,
jump on
fair
board the Instagram stories
Sorry
and
about
have
that.
your vote. 1994. We'll crown the winner tomorrow. Right now, though, give us a call.
Time
13.
to crown a champion of a different time.
Is it a segue?
It works.
The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neil podcast.
I'm smarter than Suze.
Brighton homes include aircon, flooring, steel frames and solar as standard. You don't need to be smarter than Suze to discover why. It's better with Brighton.
Hannah, how do we start?
Hello,
Hannah.
how are you going?
That's a what's it?
What are you trying to say, mate?
Palindrome, Hannah?
Ah, yes.
It is. I did at college. I got called Palindrome Girl.
Really?
Yeah.
Palindrome Girl.
Yeah,
Yep.
What's your story here? Oh, you got twins. Are they identical?
I do. No, they're fraternal. They're people think they're identical, but one's got brown eyes like me, and one's got like blue-green eyes like her dad's, and one's sort of tall and lanky, and one's a little bit shorter, and yeah.
Stockier. Yeah. Are they a nightmare?
Yeah.
Like my mum, I'm a twin.
Yeah.
And mum talks about like raising twins as if it was like, the hardest thing in the world. Like, is it that bad or is it manageable? You got it under control? Maybe it was just me, Luke.
It's pretty hectic, but I've got four in total. So I've got an 8, 5, and then the twins are 3. So I think it was easier having them third because I kind of like didn't go through the whole. With your first, you're like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Yeah.
So by 3 and 4, it was kind of like they'll be right.
They'll be right. That's a bit like with Archie with us, actually. He's kind of raised himself, that kid. I hope he's going to be all right. But he got nowhere near the same level of sympathy as he'll be fine. He'll be fine. I've seen it all before.
There's no blood if there.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Is he still breathing? Good. All right, he'll be fine. What is it, Mitch? $300?
$300.
300 for you, Hannah, and
Yes.
good luck. 30 seconds
thank
on the
you.
clock, and your time starts now. What is the main ingredient in guacamole?
Avocado.
Who played Dorothy in the 1939 Wizard of Oz movie?
Judy Garland.
Who does Australia compete against in the Bledisloe Cup?
New Zealand.
What continent is the country of Guyana located on?
Africa.
Spell conditional.
CONDITIONAL.
Stop the clock.
Oh, wow.
We've got a
Player.
How long did Hannah have left there?
3 seconds.
Wow.
Which is pretty strong considering some of those questions.
Yeah.
It's spelled conditional. The last question.
Yeah, they were pretty. I'm pretty impressed. You got Judy Garland from the 1939.
I'm a musical girl.
You hadn't even finished the
that's the one I knew the best. That's what I was like, nope. Got that one.
Snapped it quick.
Okay, let's bring in the Gimp.
I think I'm turning Gimpanese, think I'm turning Gimpanese, I really think so. I think I'm turning Gimpanese, think I'm turning Gimpanese, I really think so. Bring in the Gimp! Yeah.
Spot unemployed.
Nice.
Susie O'Neil. Hold the phone, Freddie. Susie O'Neil. It will be a miracle. You won't see anything like that again this year.
30 seconds on the clock. Your time starts now. What is the main ingredient in guacamole?
Avocado.
Who plays Dorothy in the 1939 Wizard of Oz movie?
Judy Garland.
Who does Australia compete against in the Bledisloe Cup?
New Zealand.
What continent is the country of Guyana located on?
Africa.
Spell conditional.
CONDITIONAL.
Stop the clock.
Oh, jeez.
Double.
Louise.
It's very impressive.
Take. Yeah.
What is the main ingredient in guacamole? You both said avocado, and that is correct.
Well, I think we got all the same answers.
Yeah, you did actually, both the same. Who played Dorothy in the 1939 Wizard of Oz movie? You both said Judy Garland. That is correct. If Suze had been here, Lutz would be saying right now, you went to the premiere, didn't you?
She just retired.
Right or wrong? Yes. 2-2.
Actually, what am I doing?
2-2. Who does Australia compete against in the Bledisloe Cup? You both said New Zealand. That's correct. It's 3-3. What continent is the country of Guyana located on? You both said Africa.
Can you spell this for me?
Guyana.
Yeah.
G-U-Y-A-N-A.
Okay, good. Yep.
Guyana.
Guyana. Yeah, that's fine.
The correct answer is South America. South America. 3-3. Spell conditional. Conditional. Correctamundo. 4-4 draw. Hannah had 3 seconds on the clock. Over to Mitch.
Sue's at 7.
Yeah, she was so fast.
Very, very fast.
That's a tough loss. That was very impressive, Hannah.
Oh, thank you. She was just too quick for me.
But you are in the running to win our BYD Atto 3 electric car that we're giving away at the end of the year just for playing.
That's exciting. Thank you.
And we'll send you off to the cave as well.
Okay, I've got a $100 Maggie May voucher at Gasworks. It's a great spot there, so you can let the hair down a little bit there one night if you can. Get
Well, if I can,
Get the babysitter for Miller and Asher. Cool names, by the way. Also, a family pass to Sea Life Sunshine Coast Aquarium. The kids will love seeing all the
that'd be awesome.
all the marine life there. And I'll also give you 4 tickets to Nova's Night at the Movies. That's the advanced screening of Venom: The Last Dance.
Awesome.
Is that the music from it?
Eminem.
Tom Hardy. It's in cinemas October 24.
Thank you so much, guys.
Action comedy, I love it. Sounds like wrapping up, so I'll let you go.
Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, bye. That's all I've got it for the cave.
Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill's end of show recap.
Nick is going to be out on the street. He's got Kylie tickets.
Be a good gig. I saw it yesterday. It popped up on my algorithm, whatever you call.
Algo.
Her singing at the 2000 Olympics.
Yeah, same.
Do you hear that?
Maybe it was on the Nova. Was it on Nova?
No.
We're getting fed the same stuff.
I don't think it
We're
was.
spending too much time together. Our algorithms have synced.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're in danger.
You're in for a good week.
And
You'll
also
go
today
down
we're
some
going
rabbit holes this week. Madge Maguire coming in, Kevy leaving. Whether it's the right decision, who knows?
One of Madge's things is he goes and sits in the home of every player because he's like, I want to see the true dynamic of their life.
Yeah.
How weird, though.
I don't know if it is that weird, though.
In your lounge room and Madge just sitting there. What are you still here?
It's the breaking bread concept.
Get a bit weird now, Madge.
It's been 3 weeks, buddy.
With golf, because I'm involved in this really cool thing where every Saturday or Sunday I play with all my mates from school, from our grade at school. There's a whole group, there's like 7 of us now that play each Sunday. And then I practice. I nearly said train.
Big difference.
I nearly said
we train.
I train out at Golf Central.
And that's why I'm a Golf Central professional.
Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill. The Ash, Lutzi, and Susie O'Neill podcast is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.